Hello. Can you guys hear me without any echo?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, now it's fine, right?
Yes,
Right,
ma'am.
Okay, all right. So I'll continue this way. All right. So initially it was a small glitches, but fine. Let's start in another 2 minutes. All right. Great. Can you see my screen?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am, your screen is not visible right now.
Okay. Is Neha here? Can you share my screen? If it's okay.
Yes, ma'am. Your screen.
I'll share you by PPT. Okay, please share it.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay.
So hi everyone. My name is Teresa Cherian. Shall we start now? Are you all ready?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
somebody is asking here, what is the purpose of this webinar? I'll be telling you that in a while. So are you all excited for today?
Yes,
We
ma'am.
have
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
37 participants here. So as the team said, now it is 3-5. So shall we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Shreya
We
is
can.
here. A lot of people. Come on, type something in the chat box. Are you all excited? Great to have all of you here. And first of all, thank you so much. And a huge gratitude from my part for taking a Sunday evening, 3 p.m., 1 hour dedicatedly for me to hear what I want to speak to you. It's a real honor. And I would like to give my sincere gratitude to SEM's team, everybody who has contributed behind this. I'm not taking the name of everybody, but Atul Garg, Akshita, who invited me to this, Neha, a lot of people, Aditya. So I would like to give my sincere gratitude to SEM's team for working day and out for the last 15 to 20 days to make this webinar a reality. Thank you so much. So with all power pack and excitement, let's get into this. And I'm telling you, this 1 hour is going to be super special for all of you. So let's get started. As you all know that the webinar is about finding your self-worth or how to get your self-worth. We all know that, we are running every day, running for life, running for money, running for wealth, whatever, running for health, a lot of things, right? We are on a non-stop race. We are on a non-stop race to, find something, right? And I've been also doing the same for a whole lot of years. And I've been running constantly. And finally, I understood what was the one thing which I was running for. And that was my niche in when it comes to life coaching, the whole journey of life coaching. Sorry for the glitches. Okay, so that is the self-worth. Today, I would like to share with you my whole 1 year, 1.5 years of journey, where I learned the one thing which I have been working towards was my self-worth. So my name is Sri. I'm a life coach and entrepreneur. So let's get started. So are you presenting the screen, Neha? Can you start presenting the screen? The biggest problem we are facing in the world today
Yes,
is,
ma'am. I'm trying.
sorry, are you
Yes,
presenting
ma'am.
it?
Yeah. I'll present it.
Okay. Meanwhile, just request Aditya to introduce the ma'am also and to start with. Then we can go further.
Yes, sir. So, know your worth. Know the difference between what you are getting and what you deserve. With this, a very warm welcome to all present over here. It's a wonderful day, and I feel privileged to extend my warm welcome to all. My name is Aditya Kumar, and I am the host of today's webinar. So, now, first of all, I would like to tell something about our company. So, now I would like to tell something about our organization. Self Welfare Foundation is a non-profit entity established to work in the areas of education, social welfare, women empowerment, skill development, entrepreneurship, livelihood generation and employability, health, research, culture, international cooperation, sports environment protection, or any other similar sector. SEMS promote healthy lifestyle, balanced and active communities, and strong businesses. Now, I would like to throw some light on today's chief guest. From a self doubt social worker to a self worth life coach, from a low salaried, low self esteem random employee to creating a wealth management portfolio, she has conducted sessions for schools, colleges, companies, NGOs. She has been consultant for social work project. She has organized all Kerala Fest for Differently Abled Awake 2020, and she has also been the co-founder in the Greater Business Expo Cochin. She is a public speaker, a mentor, and currently the co-founder of Mindseat Life Solutions. She is none other than Ms. Teresa Charian. Hello, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi all.
So,
Hi all.
ma'am, now I would like to leave this meeting in your hands. So you can continue, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the warm introduction, Aditya. So let me get started without wasting much time. So as said before, I think I have taken before Aditya, but actually I should have taken after it. But it's okay. It's a part of acceptance and application when it comes to life coaching. Some mistakes can happen, but we embrace it, right? So now let me start with the art of self-worth without wasting much time. Okay.
I'll
This is
share.
a quote which, sorry.
Ma'am, shall I share screen right now? Or
Yes, please.
yeah.
You can put it full screen.
Yeah.
All right. You can
Right.
move the screen. You can come to the third slide.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me define what is my definition about self-worth. Self-worth is defined by the value of love you give to yourself. For a long time in my life, I have never loved myself. I was so ambitious. I wanted to do many things, but I've never given myself the value or love. So that whenever I go and do something big, I was not getting the result of it because I was not giving myself the value I deserved. And I never thought that I deserved that love or value. So I understood this is the problem faced by all young women out there who are having low self-esteem or low self-confidence. So this is my definition. Your worth is defined by the value of love you give to yourself. So today is the day when let's start giving value to ourselves for whatever small or big things we are doing. All right. So now you can move to the next slide. What is self-worth? I would like to throw some light on self-worth because these days, what people are really looking towards is self-worth. And people are doing all the random things out there in order to get this self-worth for oneself. It's a sense of one's value that one feel about themselves. It is a sense of achievement that a person can handle any situation. In my life, I had to face a lot of bullying from people and from very childhood. And I didn't know how to tackle that. When I grew up, it started becoming a social anxiety where I was very afraid to go to a gathering, talk to people, because I was afraid about certain questions. I was sensitive about certain questions. Even if I projected myself as a confident girl, I was facing a lot of issue to handle many situations. I really wanted to escape a lot of situations. And I never wanted to accept some areas of myself. And I never evaluated myself. But this question of who am I keeps coming to me over and over again. So that is when I understood I need to turn to myself and discover myself. And then the whole journey started. Then, most of the time in our life, our thoughts and action are in total collision. We think something, we do something. There is no filtration of thought. Do we ever think the thought we are thinking is value added? The more self-worth we become when we have valuable thoughts in our head, and we are able to convert that valuable thoughts into meaningful action. And that defines your self-worth. Moving to the next slide. If you want to value yourself 100%, then you cannot restrict yourself. You will have to try out all the possibilities to make it successful. And self-worth is actually a feeling of what we are. By the unique nature of who we are so much of worth. But because of the society's pressure, because of a lot of negative situations happened in our life, what we did was we degraded our self-worth every now and then. So this is what I need to help people overcome. They need to understand rather than doubting themselves, they need to understand what is their self-worth. And they want to live their life, not in a desperation, but that they have enough worth and they go out in the world and do meaningful things by having the self-worth within them. And if you're not self-worth, you cannot attract any worthy things into your life. You attract good things into your life by the virtue or value of what you are. So only when we value ourselves, the world will value us, right? Moving on to the next slide. So now I've told a lot about self-worth. So now I want all of you who are out there in the webinar to understand what is your self-worth. How we will understand what is the self-worth is by analyzing ourselves, to understand the in-depth nature of who we are. And I'll give a short exercise which help you analyze what you are truly. It is called a SWOT analysis, very famous. It's where you understand your strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. Now we are going to evaluate your SWOT in just 2 minutes. Okay, so are you all excited? Shall we start? I can show. Can you just show the next slide and then turn back to this slide? Yes, please turn back to this slide. This is my SWOT analysis. I'll help you prepare the SWOT analysis by yourself. Okay. Okay, don't change the slide. I'll just show you how I prepared mine and I'll help you prepare yours. Okay, so today's exercise, have a personal development book of yourself. And then now we are going to do a SWOT analysis. All right. So here in this slide, you will see what are my strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. I'm going to show it as an open book in front of you so that you can better know when you do your SWOT, you can analyze yourself better. As you analyze your SWOT every day, when you are in a very precarious situation of your life, just go back to your SWOT and see what are your strengths, what are your weakness, what are your opportunity, what are your threats, and make decisions accordingly. So one-time SWOT preparation is the biggest investment of your life. So I want all of you to take the next 2 minutes to prepare the SWOT. So I'll explain to you. What are my strengths? I identified that my strength is public speaking. I can make good decisions when it comes to my life and when it comes to my profession. I can think and see the consequences of certain decisions. And that's a very peculiar trait of mine. So that is the strategic thinking. So I take decision from that angle. I'm very futuristic. I'm not a instant gratification seeker. I think about the future, and every moment I spend is like, maybe I don't get the gratification now, but I'm looking for the long-term gratification, which is reliable. positive attitude, come what may, whatever difficult situation happen in my life, I turn the story in my head and see, oh, if this didn't happen, I would not have been here. So I changed the story in my head so that I'll be more happy. The strong belief was something which kept me going all through, where I believe and made many things, many impossible things happen in my life. In my story, I'll share with you what are those. So I want all of you to write down, to pen down your 2 strengths in just 1 minute. Are you guys ready? Let me see who all can put it right away. So there are 38 participants now. So I want all of you to put 2 of your strengths now. All right, are you excited? Anybody have any doubt? Just ask me. Let me see. Are everybody sleeping? On chat box? Leadership, futuristic, great. Great strength. Anybody else? Okay, you can put in the comment box. I'm moving to the next. Good communication. Great. Communication is a big topic and there is a lot of things associated with the communication. I'll tell you in my coaching program. Creative thinking, great. Great strength. So, the strengths are something which we naturally have. Okay, that we don't want to create it. It is something we are naturally blessed with. Shreya is telling ability to focus on positivity and be a team player. Great. Confidence and being optimistic. Wonderful. Positive and I have a strong faith and I'm confident. Okay. Okay, great, great, great. People are coming up with lot of things. Great. Okay, we are moving to the next. First of all, congratulations to all of you who have put your strength. Find out more and more strength of yours. I can even suggest you a book by Daniel Clifton called Clifton Strengths, where you can take the test. It's an 800 rupees book. You can take the test. You will get a clear-cut definition of all your strength. And when you go to a job, when you find your career, just understand, can you use the strengths of yours so that you can perform well wherever you go. Second one is the most interesting, which is weakness of mine. Okay, so my weakness is I'm very sensitive when it comes to certain aspects, certain people telling something. I'm very sensitive to that, but I'm correcting onto that. As a life coach, I'm sensitive to people's emotion, but definitely I cannot be sensitive when it comes to my profession. So I'm developing on that perfectionism attitude, which leads to procrastination, sleep, which I create a comfort zone for myself, expectation, expecting too much from people, too much from situations, overthinking. Of course, no, I'm a wide overthinker because I can make strategic decision. I foresee the consequences. This led to overthinking. Then prejudgment. Whenever we see some people, we tend to judge just, oh my God, he's like this. He's good, he's bad, done. Okay, so I'm not projecting it as my strength, but these are my weakness. But I accept and embrace this flows of mine, and I'm correcting it step by step. And out of this weakness, I'm coming up with how I overcome this weakness. Based on that, I'm coming up with courses and coaching programs to help all young women out there. So I want you to, if you're comfortable with writing a weakness, can you pen down 2 of your weakness right now? Just now. Let me see. The chat box is filled with lots of, I get mentally disturbed when I'm sitting idle. Come on, Aditya, do, there comes the course of action, do something or the other. I can suggest you many course of action which you can do when because when we sit idle, no, it creates a lot of it's a devil's den, right? So we need to constantly do something in mind or in action, whatever that is, to keep ourselves engaged. Confidence, Bhakti is telling confidence is a weakness. Overconfidence might be a weakness, right? Okay, all right, thank you. Introvert, social media, easy to divert, talkative, great. Emotional, due to which suffer during detachment. Okay, Shreya, I get dominated by others. Okay, so somebody is overpowering you. Okay, all right. So I have effective solution for you. Overthinking, okay, saying no, everything. Great weakness. So once you identify your weakness, then you can lay out a crystal clear plan through which you can come out of your weakness. Till the moment you don't understand your weakness, you will not be able to do that. If you're not able to find your weakness, just go out there, ask your mentor, ask your friends to tell you the weakness, and don't take them in an offended manner. If that is your weakness, correct it as fast as you can. Next is opportunity. So you have all wrote your weakness and strength. Now, what is the opportunity of your strength? The opportunity is, for me, the opportunity is life coaching. Life coaching is something, after finding all my strength and weakness, I came to a conclusion that life coaching is my profession. This is the biggest investment I can do at this age, because I wanted to be part of this billion-dollar industry at its initial stage. So I can make 10 years going forward, I can create a huge impact in people once I'm part of life coaching at this time, because this is the booming time of life coaching. So life coaching is the biggest potential market, because people are suffering from a lot of issue. People are in need of desperate help. Entrepreneurship, how far we can struggle and go in the 9-to-5 job. With 3 months of my corporate experience, I understood I cannot sustain in corporate life. That's how I took up entrepreneurship. So God gave me the chance to take up entrepreneurship. And this is one of the most promising field, provided you have the skills, talents, and the go-getter attitude. Woman empowerment. I want to help a lot of young women out there to come to the real, understand their self-worth. Rather than succumbing to the pressures of the society, I want all young women to come out. So that is a huge opportunity for me. Public speaking, another huge opportunity. So in your field, in your area, what do you think is the biggest opportunity that you have, so that you can tap, after this webinar, you can immediately go and tap that opportunity and find a path for yourself? What is that single opportunity that you have? Come on, come on, come on. Social entrepreneurship, great, great. Personally, I'm a social worker, so I'm a lot more passionate about social entrepreneurship. Technology, great, great. Rashmi is saying, create a team to work on an idea you have. Amazing. Teamwork is the greatest thing you can ever have. If you can manage team, then you can manage everything. Great. Okay, so I'm moving to the next threat. Threat, as you all know, there are many threats. It can be technical knowledge, the social stigma, because when I come to life coaching, people, Shreya is telling helping others to groom. Okay, great, great. So when it comes to life coaching, there are a lot of social stigma associated, because life coaching is growing and blooming state in India. So a lot of people will misunderstand this as motivation or something else. So it's very, very, very important to tackle that social stigma. You have to be stronger than that, right? So the competition, the health, technical knowledge, all these are the threats, but these threats can be overcome if you're so strong to overcome that. All right, so can anybody write their threats? Very courageous one can write their threats. Let me see, are people able to write their threats? Come on, 38 participants, are you all ready? Okay. Anger is your threat or weakness? Competition, health, yes, very good, very good. So this is the SWOT. So I want now you all got an idea about your SWOT, right? When you write your SWOT, you get a better understanding about who you are. Right? So this is a small example. So now let's move to, I want you, all of you today, take your time out, write your SWOT. Even if it's take time, it's the biggest investment of your life. Okay. All right. So let's get started. Let's move on. Can you move to the next slide, please? Yes. Now it's a very interesting part. I'm going to my own story, like how I reached here with 1.5 years of my life, how I learned a lot of things from my childhood, and how I understood myself way more better. I was a severe victim of bullying, not as such cyberbullying, but from childhood I had to face a lot of bullying from my family. I had abusive grandparents. Like the family background was it was quite bit negative. So I had to face the bullying from a very young age. I've grown up seeing a lot of fights. This is one of the reason why I'm very sensitive. So that was my story. And this story again got replicated when I went to school. I had to face bullying from my friends, especially I was overweight and not very presentable, so I had to face bullying on that. And maybe because of my straightforward nature, I had to face bullying then from society, relatives. So I was a bully victim that time, and I never knew how to come out of it. And I used to feel very bad about myself. It never stopped me from doing things, but I always doubted myself. I always thought myself as inferior. So that was my story when it comes to bullying. Next, I had a lot of indecisiveness. Can you change the slide? Yes. So I had to face a lot of indecisiveness in my life when it comes to career when I was 18, when it comes to my corporate life, when it comes to my personal system management. I had a lot of indecisiveness. I didn't know how to take decision of my own. That will come in my when I took up graduation and post graduation. Till +2 everything is okay, fine, everybody will go the same way. After that we need to take decisions in our life, because I didn't know about myself, what are my strengths. I was not able to take I was landing up in wrong decision, which was not truly aligned to who I am as a person. And my corporate life, where I landed into some wrong job and I couldn't sustain there for so long. How my personal activity, like how should I, when should I wake up, how should I arrange my morning routine, what all things should I do in a day, what should be my productivity level. All this was a complete mess for me. So though I'm a great planner, I couldn't execute. Everything was a complete mess. And all these things finally led me into a big trap of self-doubt, whether in academics. For example, when we are in the school, what I used to ask my teacher, I have a doubt. I never told that I have a question to ask. So this was putting me in a lot of doubt. The questioning attitude was missing with me. So everything I was putting on to myself. So that was, somebody's calling. Okay. So that was a big self-doubt which I carried, and over the years it was growing so much that I couldn't focus on anything, be it my education or be it my career. I was in totally trap of doubting myself, and there was zero amount of self-worth. Though I was very ambitious, I didn't really know, like, I have a worth. I can earn money, I can do something. Even I thought that, am I able to do a job? So this was my level of self-doubt which I used to carry. All right. Can you move to the next slide? I'm opening out, sharing my life story, something which I have really, I hope you guys are really getting the point, right? So this is something, a challenge which I have faced and how I overcome that. Can you share the full screen? Can you put in the slideshow model?
Ma'am, actually, I'm trying, but it's not happening in full.
Okay. So actually, below weight loss, I brought 10 kg. Okay, when I was, weight was my biggest curse, which I thought it was my biggest curse when I was in my college life. I was always overweight. I was the biggest, tallest among all. So that was one of the reasons for my bullying and insecurity. So I didn't know how to face it. I wanted to reduce it, but I couldn't, because I didn't know the strategy, how to go about it. But the day I was employed, I was earning myself, I decided, let me invest this in my health. I registered with a great trainer. Her name is Sneha, and I was doing all the hardcore cardio exercise, weight training, and I was so damn passionate. In 3 to 4 months, I have reduced. What asking? Emma is asking, both the pics are not the same. Yes, that's the massive transformation I want to share with you. Both are me, but there is a lot of transformation. So that I want to tell you, I've reduced 10 kg of weight. In 3 to 4 months, I have changed myself. And that was the initial turning point of my transformation. When I shed my weight, I shed a lot of my insecurity. I shed a lot of my doubts in the process. And that was the first turning point of my life. And, I have done that. So that really changed that a bit increased my self-worth. So it was possible by me. I can achieve something. I thought it was impossible. I thought I don't deserve it, but I was able to achieve it. That was one of the greatest milestone I've achieved. And so now also I'm like maintaining it. Thank God for that. So now let's move to the next challenge. That was driving when, from I got licensed 2016, and from there on I wanted to be an independent young woman. I wanted to drive and all of that, but I had to face a lot of challenges. I was not able to do that, maybe because of that learning. I was facing many problems because I was not consistent, but the desire was there within me. And finally I was able to do that, after 5 years of hard work. Because I was not consistent. It's a clear-cut example. I lost weight in 3 to 4 months, but I learned driving with 5 years. But now I'm an excellent driver. I'm so super proud to say that I can drive in hilly terrains, all these things. I'm not telling here to boast myself. I want to prove a point. That's why I'm telling it. Okay. Hope you'll be all patient. Now let's move to the next slide. So this is when I was very confused about what career to choose, what education to follow. I just went into BSc physics because I had good marks, and I thought society will say I'm a great intelligent girl. So I went into physics. I bagged second rank, but I was not happy there. I didn't know what I want. I don't want to pursue my career in physics. And then after physics, I had to take a big decision to change to MSW. And that is the first time I had to face a lot of questions from the society. Like, usually people with no marks go into this. Why you want to go into this? It is not a good field. But believe me, that was the turning point in my life. Most of the people are very afraid to take that, but I wanted to do something which I love to do. I don't want to slog my life for somebody else's happiness. And that's how I took MSW. And that's how I'm sitting here, is all because of that changing life decision that I took. Moving to next slide. My brother. He's the number one reason why I took up life coaching. Telling about him, he's 29 years. He's mild mentally retarded. And growing up as a sibling of a mild, a special need brother, I had to face a lot of bullying for that also. Like, what is his future? What we have done wrong to get this? So I didn't know. I used to avoid the question of what your brother is doing, because I didn't know how to deal with that particular situation. But when I understood life coaching as a field, I understood this is the best thing I can give to my brother. And to help my brother come out of his situation, I took up, was one of the reason why I took one of the main strong reason I took up life coaching. And now I'm very proud to say, because of my turning into life coaching, it has helped my brother a lot. Now he is having an independent life of his own. He's helping my father. He was a very dormant person. During the COVID times, he used to scream. He used to create a lot of havoc. Till the time he was okay, but he was having some issue. But during COVID, it became so wild. I didn't know what to do. It was a very precarious situation for me and my family. And once I took up life coaching, I started seeing tremendous changes in him. Now he's in an acceptance mode. He's yesterday he's completed his graphic designing exam. He's learning driving, and he's helping my father in business. And now he is leading that independent life. And this is what life coaching can do. When a person is stuck in their life, don't know what to do, a coach, a mentor can just pick him up from that particular position and put him into that independent zone. So from there on, he can live a great life. So my brother, and I have a huge gratitude for my brother, because he is the number one reason why I'm here today. Moving to the next slide, I would like to give a sincere gratitude to my mentors, Mr. Damodar Venugopal, who've been coaching me in the life coaching field, and who let me and opened my doors to what is mind management, because my mind was going in a very wrong direction. No filtration of thought, lot of overthinking, sensitivity. He gave a very good direction to me, which led me to understand what all things I need to let go, what all things I need to carry. And today I'm a life coach because of him. Thanks to Damodar. Next. I've attended many courses in the process, which gave me from a typical Kerala girl to becoming a life coach. I had to go through a lot of learnings, like manifestation course. Shilpa Singh, she's a very successful life coach, and I have attended her manifestation course. And when I joined her course, it was just 3,000, and within 1 year, her course is now 10,000. So you can imagine. I would also recommend that course to all of you. So she's performing fabulous. And I've also attended her Millionaire Mindset Mastery course. This is to change the beliefs about money and all of the financial freedom and all of that. So learning was the key for my transformation. And, I started embracing a lot of things. Then I've attended many other, next slide. Can you please change? Yeah, many other courses, be it my weight loss and career branding course, where I read by Sakshi Chandrakar, where I understood what is my true purpose. I identified my ikigai. And then I wanted to move into the entrepreneurship field after the career branding course, and the super growth summits and workshops and many more to go. And this has totally transformed me as a person. And the greatest way, to get amazing courses, amazing mentor is the greatest way to reach to your goals. And that is the best investment you can ever give to yourself. Moving on to the next. So why my story? So as I told you, I want to convey something through my story, like how you all have come here to understand how to get self-worth, right? So I couldn't find, a better story to tell you rather than my story, because all these things which I went through in my life led me to realize that my self-worth is the most important thing. So this was my story, and this was my reason for the transformation. So I was in a very precarious situation that I was facing pressure from all the sides. So I have to resort to something like life coaching to come out of that. That was my strongest reason. Like I couldn't sustain in my corporate job for one more day. So it was that difficult for me. I couldn't, in my family life, like in terms of my brother, it was going so wild that I have to take, I have to take real efforts to come out of that. And that is why my story is very, very important to understand why self-worth is needed. Moving on to next. How do you get self-worth? This is the question that now you need to address to. And how I get the self-worth. The number one reason is the strong reason itself. And if you don't have any strong reason, you will not go and do anything. That's what, start with why. Your why should be very important. My why was my story. My situation was so desperate that I need to change. Every day there will come a day for everybody that they need to change. And if as early as you change, better for you and your family and for the entire society. So that strong reason is something, take a book, write it down. Like, what are the 7 steps that you need to follow? The number 1 is strong reason. Find your why, sit with yourself, even if it takes 2 or 3 days. Find your why you are doing what you're doing. Find the why, and that will totally transform. If you're facing procrastination, if you're facing overthinking, just find the why. Why are you doing something? Like, why are you procrastinating your course preparation? Why are you procrastinating your book reading? Why are you procrastinating attending some courses? There is no strong reason. Find your strong reason. When universe is putting you in a situation where there is no other way but you have to go here, that is your strong reason. All right, moving to next. How do you get self-worth? The second most reason is to have a strong vision for yourself. I was always futuristic, and I wanted to create a strong, vision for myself. And I always see myself 10 years from now, 20 years from now, how should it look like? That keeps on, encouraging me. Even in the disaster situations of your life, I know that there is a brighter future in front of me. And I have to keep working hard for it every single day. And only if you have a strong vision, keep a vision board in front of your room. And if you can create a wonderful picture of where you want to be, you can definitely reach there. But you need a strong vision for that. First, find your why. Create a great vision for yourself. And believe me, your mind is so powerful, it can take you there. 100%. If you take the right action, if you have a right mentor, if you have the right strategy, reaching your goal is just a matter of time. Moving towards next. What next you need to get the real self-worth? A strong desire. If you have a reason, if you have a vision, but you don't have a desire, how can you achieve that? For me, my strong desire was I don't want to face the bullying anymore. That was the only thing why I resort to my weight loss and all other thing. But when I did that and when I learned many things, I understood that was just an underlying fact. The real thing I wanted was to find my self-worth, live a financial free life. And I was always so super ambitious. So the desire part was very easy for me. Desire was always there. The reason and the reason and the vision was something which was lagging. So definitely you need that burning desire which burns from within to keep you going. So that is one of the most important thing. Moving to the next. Yeah. So the next is very, very important. This is sense of urgency. Even if you have burning desire, even if you have whatever you have, if you don't have a sense of urgency to achieve your goal will be always a goal. For me, I'll tell you the clear example. When I wanted to lose weight, I paid money. I was very committed. I want to lose it fast. So I was doing all the heavy exercises, following my diet, everything. And in 3 to 4 months, I've reduced because there was a deadline for me. But when it comes to driving, I thought, let it flow, let it go. And it took me 5 years to learn that skill. That people learn it with 1 or 2 months. I took that. Why? Because I was not having sense of urgency for driving. So sense of urgency gets your thing done fast. So keep deadline. Put deadlines into picture so that you can get your things work faster for you rather than procrastinating. If you give 30 minutes, if you give 1 hour, 1 day for doing a task, it will take 1 day. But you give 30 minutes, it will be done in 30 minutes. So that is the power of sense of urgency by putting strong deadlines. Next. Next is very important. It's eliminating negativity. Even if you have all these things, the thing is that if your mind is filled with a lot of negative thought, you go to do many things, you want to do many things, but that voice in your head is telling you, oh, we can do after some time. Voice in your head is telling you, I'm not good enough. Even if I do, I don't get it. A lot of negative self thoughts are running in our mind because we are running in an autopilot manner. Our mind is functioning on old instruction which given by our parents, given by the society. We have not taken charge of our mind to tell mind that this is what I need. I am super I am super confident, I am great. We've never taken that initiative to tell our mind this. So what happened? We are engulfed in the negativity created by the society. So to get the self-worth, it's very important you separate yourself from the negativity that the world is offering and tap into your inner world. By releasing all the negativity, you will tap into the power of your mind. And I'll teach you how to eliminate the negativity in my programs. Moving to the next. Next is the course of action that you need to adopt. Even after releasing all this negativity, what you need to do next is you need to endorse yourself in the right course of action. You have to give thought process and do the action. It has to be very, very simultaneous. And you have to be accountable for every thoughts you have. And the thoughts has to be converted into real action, because action is power. If you don't do action, you will be where you are. Once you start doing action, what will happen? You will commit mistake. There you have to be okay with mistake. You have to accept mistake and then take the next course of action. Change your strategy. Don't do the same mistake over and over again, but change the strategy and adopt a different course of action. All right. Just a minute. Let me have some water. All right. How is the session going? Everybody's enjoying. Are you getting something really valuable from the session? All right. All right. Yes. Okay. So let's go towards the next. Arpita, yes. Thank you so much. Now we are going to the last part of how do you get the real self-worth. So far, I've been telling you about a lot of things which are very, very important for you to get the real self-worth. What next? You have all this, what I told you. you have a reason, you have a desire, you have a vision, you have a course, you are eliminated all the negativity, you have a course of action. But do you think that this will be sustainable in the long go? Some other externalities can come and everything can be shattered. Do you think such thing can happen? We have to, I know I anticipate a lot of things, so maybe because of that, I think no, that has to go in a very systematic manner, so that whatever externality come, it should not affect the work, it should not hit the any part of your self-worth, which is very, very important, right? And for that, a systematic discipline method has to be approached, and that is system. We say that there is system in the corporate world, right? There is system in the family, there is system everywhere you go in the professional field, there is system. But my question today is that, do your personal life has a system? The biggest problem that the society in India is facing is that it is society oriented. It is not individual oriented. The first thing that people need to learn is that people have to be individual oriented, not go by the mass, what the mass tell you. If you go by what mass tell you, you will end up going there. If mass jump into a well, you will also have to jump into a well. But if you go by your divine intuition, your divine intelligence, you can tap into a lot of things, and you can go and coach many other people. Hello, this is not the way, you have to go this way. So it is very important to have a personal system. Invest in yourself to have a personal system for yourself. Otherwise, if there is no system, you cannot take it further. At any externality, you have to succumb to the pressure. So rather than, when it comes to corporate life, we have a system, things are working well. Personal life, if you don't have a system, things are going to be really worse, really worse. Okay. So here I'm going to tell how you can create a system for yourself, because system creates habit create discipline, and once it is there, then you don't have to worry about anything. It become part of your DNA. All right. So next, how to get into this system, how to build this system. This is the biggest concern. Like, I told about all these things, and definitely all the things is very important. And if you just write it down, what all are the things I just mentioned now, because that is going to really help you to find your self-worth. And for the system, you need to build that. And I can help you build a personal system for yourself. So let's see how. Are you excited? Are you excited to build a system for yourself? Are you excited to invest in yourself? Let me see, where is the energy in chat box after getting so many information about your self-worth? How many people here before this webinar were self-worth? Were you really enjoying your self-worth? How many people in this room have real self-worth? Or do you want to increase your self-worth? Arpida is having self-worth. Yes, coach. Francis, Ellie. Okay. Great. So are you excited to know about how to build the system for yourself? How to build a system for your thoughts, how to build a system for your emotion, how to build a system for your health, everything. You need a system to take it forward to the next level, to achieve something big in your life, to achieve financial freedom, to be who you are. You need a system, right? Is the screen is being presented? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, are you presenting the screen?
Yeah,
I
next one.
cannot see that. Can you present it one more time? Are you already presenting it?
Yes, ma'am, I'm presenting it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I cannot give you the, okay, just a minute. Okay. So I'm able to, you're able to hear me, right? So the entire system, I cannot tell you how, how to build a system in just 1 hour of webinar. So definitely join me. I have a one-on-one coaching program. So where you can join me to be together, we can build a great personal system for yourself. And it's worth 24,000 rupees because you are getting a big system for your life. So because I want everybody, every young woman, everybody in the world who have faced bullying, who have had my situation, to create a personal system for themselves, how to come out of their negativity. And there I'll teach you how all these steps, how to get your real self-worth. So it's worth 24,000 rupees. And but don't worry, just change the slide. Yeah. So today, because you have all attended this particular webinar for me, taken your valuable time out for me, and was hearing me very patiently, I am ready to give my one-on-one coaching program worth 24,000, where I sit with you, help you achieve the dreams of your life, find out who you are as a person, give you the self-worth that you really wanted, which you're running for every single day. I'm ready to give that self-worth to you, which is the ultimate thing that you wanted in the world. So every social media advertisement tell you that you're not good enough. Everybody is there to tell you're not good enough. There any single person tell you are enough, you have potential. You went to a corporate life, they tell you're not good enough, you're not qualified, to give you less salary. So I can give you the complete self-worth that you deserve. And you know why? I take you through a 10-step process where I'll tell you what are the steps you need to do to take charge of your life, to take charge of my mind. I have many friends who have gone through severe depression or psychiatric problem, racing from bullying. There was a small cyber bullying happening in their childhood. It's created to a lot of self-doubt, lot of issue, and she don't know how to come out of that issue, basically. And that is a real precarious situation that she is going through. And now I've started coaching her, and she's telling that she is in need of support, and there are a lot of young people who is in real need of support. So here in this webinar, with a special connection to SEMS group, I wanted to give my coaching program free for 10 people who are contacting me in the initial stage until 5 p.m. today. There is no bargaining, nothing. Until 5 p.m. today, you can contact me. You can ask SEMS team to get in touch with me, to get in touch with me. I have my social, I have LinkedIn, Researcharian. That is my profile name in LinkedIn, and I'm in Instagram also, Facebook also. So you can go and search it out. Okay, Pooja Gore is interested. Wow, great. And I've seen a lot of people are interested in the coaching program. That is really great of you to understand the importance of self-worth and, come out of this, because this is a golden opportunity. When you are going through a very difficult situation, God will give you that one particular chance to come out of that particular issue. And if you turn a blind eye towards that, you will struggle for the rest of your life. So many people are telling in the chat box they are interested. I'm so happy to see that you are at a point of time in your life that you are taking the call to change yourself. And I'm so super happy to help all of you, to come out of the issues that you are in, to accept, because it requires acceptance. It requires a whole lot of acceptance to see what I am now, where I want to go, and I'm ready. You're ready to put in and invest your time, energy, and efforts. God will not, let that any effort given by you will not be wasted. Okay, so you have time till 5 p.m. So many people have shown their interest, and I want the Neha or anybody in the SEMS team to just keep a track of them. And
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
I will. Okay, you can share them. My number also.
Okay.
Okay, I'll give my email ID. I'll type in the chat box my email ID. I am also starting I have a Facebook group, Women Empowerment Club. That doesn't mean only women can come. I help everybody who really wanted to achieve something great in their life. So especially people who are facing bullying or self-doubt, self-esteem issues, whatever that is, I helped that solve that, because I have personally come out from them. I was very insecure. I was full of self-doubt, and seeing the transformation is something really, really great. And you will see, oh my God, I was so powerful. The whole society told me I was trapped. And the biggest moment is you proving them that you are not that, and seeing their very pity face that, my God, I told this to this person, it was not warranted. And that is the greatest feeling. And it's not that, it is a kind of sweet revenge you give to them. And that is the no revenge is the biggest revenge, you will say. This is my Gmail, trisacharian.msls@gmail.com. You can contact me, and you can go to LinkedIn, and you can, just a minute. Can you share the next of the screens also? I'm not able to see the screen. Okay. Okay, just a minute. Okay, now I'm able to see it. So what you become in the process, you become a strong decision maker. Yes means, your S means yes, and your no means no. There is no indecisive play, this or that. No, you will be very clear in your mind. You will get the clarity, this is my path or this is my path, and you will take your decision very effectively. I have taken my decision to become an entrepreneur at a very young age, because that decision came from my heart. You have to make your heart very pure, so that you can you can do everything from your heart. So once your heart tell you do this, you have to do that. For your heart to speak to you, you have to keep it very pure. And I'll teach you how to do all of that. You will get super clarity about your thoughts, and you will be committed and consistent towards your goals. And we'll help you plan and design your life through our PSGA strategy of planning, strategizing, goal and action. We make you super bold enough, because I am talking to you with a lot of confidence. I was not this person before. I was afraid to face camera. I was afraid to talk to people. I always thought that people are coming to bully me, so I always keep a distance with people. I don't get into, I didn't have friends or whatever, but now I'm talking to all of my friends, and people are seeing huge transformation in me. How to handle failure or rejection, because whenever a failure comes, again my self-doubt will go, and my God, you're not good enough. It was like reiterating until and unless I define that I have self-worth. So you will get a growth mindset, so that you can achieve. Every day should be growth, massive growth, be it emotionally, spiritually, financially. Every day should be a day of growth for us. And I'll make you become that super empowered version. And that is my promise to you. Next slide. So this is a way to connect me. So I've given, there's my Facebook group, Women Empowerment Club is there. And just a minute, can you give me my phone? I'll give you a WhatsApp. Okay. I'll give you I've created a group. The name is, just a minute. Okay. The name is Women Empowerment Coaching. Okay. So so now I know that a lot of males are also showing interest. So you can join this group. From there, I'll sort you into men and women. And from there, let's get started, so that I can have your numbers also with me. I'll give a quick link to that. Okay, I'll give a quick link to my WhatsApp group, so you can join that group. Okay. So just hoping, guys. So you can just join this WhatsApp group. So that will be, so I'll be messaging all the things there. So, but join before 5 p.m. Okay. Because there is only, I'll give the first 10 people the chance. Okay. So join before 5 p.m. All right. So that's it. So I hope all of you guys are excited with the webinar. So just keep in mind to write your SWOT, and also keep in mind to write down all the steps I have given you. To attain your self-worth. And believe me, system is the most powerful. and build your personal system so that you are sustainable on the long term. What sustainable development goals are, we should be also super sustainable in our life. So if you don't take care of ourselves, how can we take care of others, and how so that is the end of my webinar. So I'm so super thankful to all of you who attended it. I hope I have given value to all of your time. I hope I have made your time worthwhile. So you can share your valuable feedbacks to me, or if you have any. So I'll take you, my process is, I take you a 10-step process through which you get a complete acceptance, and I'll tell you the how my coaching, one-on-one coachings look like. I take you through an acceptance and application mode where you will itself, I have certain question and answer worksheet where you go through your own personal problem and find out what you go through, and I help you. I give my full hand to you and support you so that you accept yourself completely 100%, and you start applying the things which I tell you. Then you will learn about your entire emotion management. How will you manage your emotion, all the emotion, so that you know how to tackle any situation, how to talk to any people, because I'll teach you the entire nuances of communication, because communication is not only about I and you talking. It's a whole lot of things, it's a lot of body language. It also includes communication with your mind. Only the communication with your mind is good, you will have that particular kind of relationship with yourself. Only if you have that relationship, if your communication is good with your mind, you have a good relationship with yourself. If you have a good relationship with yourself, you have a good relationship with others. So that is what I'm going to teach in my communication module. I'll teach you how to listen completely to a person, how to overcome the fear of failure, how to have a rock solid belief system for yourself, how to create the life by design. This is what, and a lot more. I'll teach you about law of attraction. I'll teach you about how to make gratitude part of your life, how to follow a systematic procedure to inculcate gratitude. Because when we change our attitude from desperation to gratitude, you'll receive a lot of blessings, and you will see just life is so magical, and that is the beauty of it. So I'll teach you a lot of things, how to manage your thoughts, emotions, everything. So I hope this will be a great opportunity for you. So now it's like almost 1 hour to go for you to take your decision. So anyway, thank you so much, all of you who have been here, and my sincere gratitude to everyone who have taken your time out. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving a valuable insight on self-worth.
You're welcome, Aditya.
So the meeting is now open for all to ask the question. So whatever your questions, please just write in the chat box, or you can directly ask to ma'am.
Any question? Everything is clear. Nobody is having any question. People, I think 10 people have joined in my coaching program, and I'm so super happy. And so I think people don't have much questions or what. So I'll be dealing with them on face. Anybody have any question? You can ask me now, or you can get back. Ma'am explained so nicely, so no question. Thank you so much. Amazing presentation, great. Can I get your WhatsApp number, ma'am? You can join the group. I have given the group link. I'll share the link once again. So you can join the group. Okay. Amazing. Thank you. So many good feedbacks coming up. Thank you so much. Very energetic team. I would like to appreciate like you are hearing to the entire like 1 hour on a Sunday evening, dedicating your time completely, and it's like really great. Amazing.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, there is a
Yes.
question from Shiva Sumay.
Okay, yes, let me take up that.
Ma'am,
What's the question? Can you
ma'am,
read it out for me?
yes, ma'am. He is asking that how should college students start thinking about getting self-worth?
College students. Okay, great question. I don't know on what context you are asking. If you have any specific issue, I can tell you in that line. Especially when it comes to college students, that is the time when you're going to a career, right? So obviously you have to take self-worth from a career aspect. Before that, that personal development is the key. And definitely career wise, you have to think more when it comes to college. So only if you have a good self-worth, you can choose the career of your choice. You need to find your real purpose in life rather than going to the what the whole lot of people are telling. Then when it comes to that, also young people, especially college students, they are being bullied on their appearances, on their certain body languages. So you should be very strong enough to tackle. Different people will come and talk to you. Some top people will talk all rubbish, so you should be able to handle that. When it comes to interview, you need to perform, you need to communicate so well. When you go to a professional space, you need to communicate well with your team, your subordinates. The communication aspect is very important, and dealing with bullying is also very important part of self-worth. And this self-worth can take you, help you come out of your self-doubt, and you can take beautiful decisions in your career, in your personal life. And especially this is one of the biggest thing needed for any college student to achieve whatever he or she needs in their life. Okay, I think that answers to your question. And there is a lot more to say about self-worth in college students, because I am focusing on the young generation. Because once the seniority and all other things, especially being a fresher, you go to a job, you might have to face many bullying. So if somebody is telling you're not worthy, you're not deserving, just go out of this job, you have to you should know how to tackle that. To know how to tackle that, definitely you need to pump in a lot of self-worth. It's not about pumping in, but it's about feeling your self-worth, because you're already self-worth. You should have to feel that. You should have to understand that it is something that is God given, rather than following in the masses or following the rigidity of the society. And that is my humble advice to you. Okay, so you can contact me in case of any other specific concerns you have, or any specific issue you are dealing with. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Okay.
Ma'am, I too have a question, ma'am.
Yeah, please go ahead, Aditya.
Ma'am, if as you told that there are some external factor which affects our self-esteem, right?
Yeah.
So, ma'am, family is also one of those factors. So, ma'am,
Absolutely.
how to tackle our own families so that we can grow up in the future?
Yeah, so that means any one of your family members is against your will, and they don't, because of certain risk, one of your family member doesn't want you to go to some career or something like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when it comes to family, most people take it as a very sensitive issue, and this is where communication is very important. Since it's family, you cannot take any drastic decision, and you cannot let your dreams go also, because at the time you have to sit for yourself and make it clear, is it something you want? And you cannot let it go because your family is telling that, because they will not be able to understand what is going through in your mind. I had to face such a situation, because when I was moving into life coaching, it was a very uncertain profession for my family. But I sit with them, I made them understand how much important is this. I get some evidences. My tool was, I told my brother is facing the issue is because life coaching is the need of the hour. So I had many points to convince them. That is where you need to have a concrete communication with them, so that the relationship is intact. At the same time, you are able to express yourself out. There should be a very good understanding between the two, because your parents are always concerned about your growth. So you have to deal it very tactfully and very sensitively, so that both the parties are not get affected and your things are getting done also. Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
All right.
So is there
So
any
tomorrow you, yeah, tell me.
is there any other questions left?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, you can continue now.
Yeah. All right. So I think how to affirm the real worth in us. How to affirm the real worth in us. So that is what I'm now. First of all, we have to understand that the worth is within ourselves. That is the first thing. And then just because our mind is very very tricky, always our mind look for evidence. When we tell to ourselves I am worthy, when you're with lot of self-doubt, your mind has a total belief system that you are not worthy, and you tell yourself you are worthy, your mind will say just go away, you are not worthy. So what the best tactic that you need to do, along with the things I tell you, you need to, and along with you can put affirmation also. Just start doing small things, small commitments, achieve small things, and tell to yourself the story that no, this is possible. Myself, I had no self-worth, but I told to myself I lost 10 kg. Without self-worth, I'm able to lose that. I learned driving, I changed my career. So give evidences to your mind. Till the time you upgrade your belief system, start giving small evidence. Even if no, it is a small thing, like you did a small achievement, tell your mind that you did this. Initially your mind will try to fight against it, but you start giving more and more evidence. Side by side you affirm, and you can even visualize your empowered version. I help you visualize your empowered version with the real sense, so that you can really your mind will tell you your self-worth. Even when I had, I felt self-worth, but when I had some difficult situation, my mind again told me you're not self-worth. So it is a continuous process once till you reach that particular level. Yeah, it works. I answered. Okay, great. I think that answered my question. Okay, all right.
So it looked like we have covered all the questions, right?
Yes.
Ma'am, is there any other things left to cover with before we wrap up?
No, I'm just done with everything. I've given my entire self-worth to you, and next everything I have in my coaching program. So that is the end to it, and it was really great. Nana, I had really great audience asking questions, and it was a real great evening for me, adding value to people, understanding all of you, and it was real great. And the people are really amazing. Okay, thank you so much, Sems, for giving me this opportunity to be with these people, this amazing crowd of people today, and it is a real honor for me. Thank you so much.
And ma'am, thank you so much to you too, ma'am, for clearing our doubts. And the webinar was really very nice, ma'am. I would like to propose a heartiest vote of thanks to you, ma'am, for gracing today's webinar. Your presence and wise word helped magnifying in the best possible way, ma'am. I hope all the participants learned a lot with this webinar. I would really like to thank you, ma'am, for giving us this valuable time, and I'm delighted to be the part of this webinar, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So now I would request everyone to open your camera so that I can take a quick screenshot.
Just a minute. All right. So I'm ready. So can you all open your cameras and give a wide smile with full of excitement? I think many people are afraid to come on camera. I was also one among that. I didn't want to see myself on camera.
Yes, ma'am.
But now I've changed. So no, you will also change. No worries.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I hope it's done, right?
Yes, ma'am. Just a second, ma'am.
Great. It was great meeting all of you. Thank you so much, Aditya, for hosting the event, and the co-host and everybody, Atul Garg, Akshita, Neha, the entire team behind it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye.
You all can leave the meeting now.